We often think we're in a safe zone, but sometimes just a brief moment is enough to change everything completely. When that distance is broken, staying calm and reacting quickly are the only things you can rely on. A lion suddenly charged, knocked the man down, and dragged him a short distance as the crowd panicked. No one dared to get close because one wrong move could trigger immediate danger. In just a split second of distraction, the striped king went from being cared for to taking control of the situation. The door opened, and everything instantly became tense. The person in front barely had time to process it before scrambling like in a rapid reflex test. Sometimes keeping a safe distance isn't a choice, it's a necessity. She knew that if she couldn't run, she had to stay still. Luckily, that choice was the right one. People nearby quickly created a distraction, helping her escape the danger by a hair's. The show was going smoothly, just like the script, when a supporting actor, the tiger behind them, suddenly decided to switch roles and become the villain. The audience froze. The trainer nearly fell backward, luckily. The director of fate hadn't called for the final scene yet.
No.
An ordinary workout suddenly turned into a frozen moment when a black bear unexpectedly appeared. The whole group stood silent like statues, knowing that just one wrong reaction could turn their exercise session into an unforgettable survival lesson.
Vente caminando ya.
He's taking the whole thing.
For reasons unknown, this man entered a lion enclosure and climbed a tree, thinking the lion couldn't reach him. But he seemed to forget that lions are predators capable of attacking both on the ground and at height, and he likely didn't have time to regret his decision. The elephant blocked the vehicle, then suddenly rammed it with force, sending it crashing to the side. The driver had no time to react. Everything happened within seconds, the kind of situation where parking in the wrong spot gets you forcibly relocated immediately. Imagine if the man hadn't been inside that vehicle, what could have happened? A peaceful early morning in Sapporo was shattered when a bear suddenly appeared, launching a series of attacks that injured 4 people before it was eventually shot and killed right inside a residential area. A brown bear brought her cubs to search around for anything they could find. It seemed what she really wanted was food, but the visitors kept the door tightly shut, which appeared to make the mother bear frustrated. She struck the door forcefully in vain before finally leaving without finding anything to eat.
Mom, it's screaming.
Let go. Let go.
The man stood facing the bear in a tense standoff, but instead of escalating the situation, the bear suddenly turned around and walked away. A relief-filled ending, yet it's clear this move was more risky than wise.
Grayson, get over here. Grayson, Grayson, Grayson!
This road clearly has an owner, and it's not human. Step into a bear's territory without permission, and the consequences can come immediately.
Yeah!
A sloth bear suddenly burst out from the dense forest, turning a quiet road into a survival racetrack in just a few seconds. Before the vehicle even had time to understand what was happening, it had already become the target. It was no longer an ordinary trip, but the moment everyone realized that today, nature wasn't going to let them simply pass through and head home safely. This is a security camera recording. A woman was walking two pit bull dogs through a residential area. Everything seemed normal until both dogs suddenly spotted a cat standing in front of a house. In an instant, they lunged to attack, pulling hard on the leash and causing the woman to lose control and fall. The whole incident happened so quickly that no one had time to react. A routine trail run seemed completely normal until a grizzly bear suddenly appeared right in front of him. There was no safe distance left, no time to think, only survival instinct. And in that moment, he realized he had just wandered into the territory of a host that doesn't welcome visitors.
Миша, Миша, привет! Миша.
A brown bear suddenly appeared right in the middle of a construction site, slowly approaching as if curiously inspecting the unfamiliar objects inside what it considered familiar territory. There were no machines running, no people standing face to face with it, only a fragile distance and cautious glances that made the moment feel tense and quietly suspenseful. American black bear usually search for food and are not overly dangerous if you understand their behavior. However, if humans act in ways that make them feel threatened, their defensive instincts can take over, and they may react by attacking to protect themselves. In many situations, their response is less about aggression and more about survival and safety. One morning on the way to work seemed completely normal, until an American black bear suddenly appeared, blocking the trash area right in front of them. With no way around, the person inside could only watch it through the glass door, not daring to step outside and face it directly. After all, no one wants to put themselves in such a dangerous situation. They simply had to wait for the bear to leave before things felt safe again.
Find your radios.
An unbelievable moment. A rhinoceros suddenly moved as if it were putting on a performance right in front of the tourists, leaving everyone both nervous and amazed. Then, just as suddenly, it turned and walked away, leaving behind a situation almost no one had expected. Do you know how fast a wild boar can run? They're even bold enough to charge and attack people sitting inside cars.
Dave! Dave! Dave!
In the quiet forest, two brown bears suddenly charge at each other like heavyweight fighters, swinging their paws, growling and spinning with raw power, a clash that feels both tense and like a loud, chaotic wrestling match.
Get out of there.
One morning on the way to work seemed completely normal, until an American black bear suddenly appeared, blocking the trash area right in front of them. With no way around, the person inside could only watch it through the glass door, not daring to step outside and face it directly. After all, no one wants to put themselves in such a dangerous situation. They simply had to wait for the bear to leave before things felt safe again. A leopard suddenly burst into a family's yard and clamped tightly onto the pet dog's neck, as if neutralizing a target in broad daylight. But the moment it heard the homeowner approaching, it instantly let go and retreated at lightning speed, leaving the dog still confused about what had just happened. A series of intense confrontations between leopards and various dogs unfold in different situations. From unexpected encounters to fierce defensive reactions, everything happens quickly and unpredictably. Although leopards are dangerous predators, they don't always have the upper hand. Courage, persistence, and a strong protective instinct have often shifted the outcome. In just a split second, the rhinoceros shifted from calmly observing to charging straight ahead. The vehicle became an unexpected target, and inside everyone froze in tense silence, so still that no one even dared to breathe too loudly. The visitors only wanted to capture a few memorable photos with the tiger, but they forgot that it wasn't comfortable with such close approach. The moment they moved nearer, the tiger suddenly accelerated. In situations like this, it's clear that the priority should be getting to safety, not getting the perfect shot.
गाड़ी आगे पीछे से
He didn't dare slow down even for a second, because behind him were hyenas with terrifying speed and hunting instincts. Any hesitation would immediately shorten the distance between them.
Hello, doggy.
In what seemed like an ordinary moment, a dog suddenly lunged at a seated woman, throwing the entire table into chaos. People jumped up in panic, trying to step in and help. The situation escalated extremely quickly, turning a peaceful gathering into a tense scene within just a few seconds. Nature is always full of surprises, and there's always something we can learn from it. If you enjoy content like this, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next stories we bring to you.